Hey, welcome back everybody. I wanted to do a quick follow-up before we get too far into this episode on my bag of clothes that I gave away last time. I went ahead and weighed that bag and it was 41 pounds. I couldn't even carry it down the stairs. I had to drag it. Well, I'm down over 45 pounds now. And I just think that, wow, every day I was carrying that amount of weight with me up and down stairs every time I walked, sat, breathed, ate. And that's just incredible to me. So it really kind of demystified why I feel so much more energy and can almost bound upstairs instead of dragging myself. So that was kind of a cool follow-up to a day that, you know, I was just kind of feeling blue and crummy and had a fun way of turning it around by giving away all those clothes. Now I'm off to enjoy some sunshine with a little walk outside with the dog. Here we are, 3-month appointment. Super excited to actually find out what my progress has been and get advice from psych and nutrition on how to keep going in a great healthy way. So here we go. Great appointment, and I wanted to give a quick summary of my 3-month visit. The hour I spent with the psychologist was spent just sharing ideas a lot, talking about mood, talking about feelings with this process, talking about any body dysmorphia, anything that's going on. And we talked a lot since I had been feeling kind of sad about exactly that. I shared that I have booked a trip and she thought that was fantastic. A little sunshine, vitamin D, activity, but getting away from the norm is fantastic. And then also talked about the happy light I ordered. It's gotten here and I've been using it for a couple days now. I think it's helping. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm still getting really tired early at night, but I also get up really early. But she said at the max, use it 10 to maximum 20 minutes a day. Anything more than that just doesn't really help. And don't use it in the afternoon because that could wire you and make you not sleep. So I love to give that a try. I like it better than introducing medication kind of this late into the season. So working on that, and I think it's pretty positive. The hour I spent with the dietitian was phenomenal. It actually is so educational and it's a little overwhelming. Each time I go to the doctor and I spend any time with the dietitian, I usually come home and go to sleep really early and kind of take a day to process the information. But something I learned this time was that there is too much of a good thing. One of those things is calcium. Since I'm having a lot of calcium in my diet, I'm having a lot of cheese and a little bit of dairy, I can cut out one of my calcium chews, one of my supplements. So I think that's awesome. It's one less thing to take. It'll save me a little bit of money every day. And she said the downside of having too much calcium is you can actually get bone spurs or even calcified tissue, even breast tissue for us ladies. So that's definitely not something I want to have. So I'm able to cut one of the supplements out. So another thing that I learned from the dietitian was that there is such a thing as too much protein. She recommended not taking over 40 grams of protein at a time. She shared that it really stresses your liver and your kidney. So instead, keep having 20 to 30 grams of protein within an hour of waking up. That really helps kickstart the metabolism in your system, but not to exceed 40 grams at a time. She also showed a really cool tip that I've never thought about. She said that your stomach acid is kind of churning and working all night while you're sleeping. And to clear that out, drink a glass of water before you have your protein or anything in the morning, just to kind of clear out the stomach and get it all ready for whatever you're going to put into it in the morning. So I thought that was really interesting. I had no idea, one, that I could have too much protein at a time, because my shakes were about 45, sometimes 50 grams of protein at a time. Granted, it takes me a couple hours to drink that, but I've since dialed it back and just done 1 scoop less of the collagen powder that I put in there, and that takes care of it. So now I'm at about 30 grams of protein in my shake in the morning, and that's great. So really fun fact there. So on the flip side, while you can have too much of a good thing, you can also have too few of a good thing. The time I spent with the dietitian and the physician's assistant helped me understand a little bit about my calorie intake. I've been having about 700 calories a day. I feel satisfied, I'm not ever hungry, but they shared that I should work on getting it up to between 800 and 1,000 calories a day. That'll help continue the energy that I need to really function in the way I want to be functioning. Also for carbs, she shared that I should be eating a few more carbs. So to do that, just introduce even more fruits and veggies into my diet, which I'm thrilled about because I love both. So if you're having 80 grams of protein, she said have 80 or less grams of carbs. The other thing I learned was that my weight loss of 47 pounds at that point, about 60% of it is fat, which is super exciting, and I love that. But about 40% is muscle mass, which is not exactly what I'm wanting. I've been told to incorporate strength training into my exercise regimen. So 2 days a week, kind of alternating, I'll add strength training and particularly arms and core into my exercise routine. The benefit for me is that that's going to help my hip and knee take a little break and not hurt as much, because while my joints are feeling a lot better, they definitely are barking at me when I'm exercising or the day after I exercise. The other thing we talked about at length is pooping. So I learned that it's not necessarily the frequency at which you go, but it's a little bit more about the consistency. And if it's not real easy to get out, then you need a little bit of help. Now, they shared increasing the veggies and fruit will definitely help that just on its own, but also hydration, which I've shared I've struggled with that in the past. So I've been doing a little hydration hack, and this is a half-gallon bottle, and every morning, it's actually up to 70 grams, I only need 64. So every morning I fill this all the way up, and then I've been carrying it with me to work or to where I volunteer or wherever I go. This is with me, and I just fill up my hand size cup, glass, bottle, whatever I'm drinking out of, I fill it up from this. So it's helping me keep track, and I have no idea why it's working the way it is, but I'm actually being able to hit my hydration goals. So that should work well just through the whole digestive system. The other thing they said, keep moving, moving around, exercising, getting the gut moving really helps any kind of constipation or difficult product to move through the system. And then increasing fiber, again with fruit, or if you need to use a supplement, they recommended that. A probiotic, which I've been taking, is great to help things of the pooping nature, and also fish oil. So gonna work all of that into kind of my normal routine and just see that things are moving the way they need to be. So I hope you found this interesting and entertaining. I was really excited that I had my 3-month appointment. It was just another milestone for me, and I look forward to continuing on this journey with you.